Welcome back to the channel. My name is Xavier Sotomayor and I own and operate 7 physical tutoring centers in South Florida. Today I really wanted to talk about rejection. Honestly, one of these days where I don't really feel like going to work. I don't really feel like going out there. As a business owner, a sub proprietor, or if you do work in anything sales or advertising or marketing related, you know that rejection sometimes can get exhausting. So for me personally in my business, where I deal with most rejection is when I'm trying to partner with new schools. So part of my advertising efforts, right now I have about 70 schools that I currently work with. I spoke with my advertising team and we decided we were going to set the goal of 100 schools. So I needed about another 30. I'd like to do it in about 2 months, exactly, more of a realistic goal. So these are just things that work for me that maybe some of you can also apply to your own difficulty with rejection. Number one is really trying to eat something before going out and trying to find these new school sponsors. So if I don't eat something, I'm gonna be in a pissed off mood. My energy's not gonna be great, and the people that I'm gonna go speak to are gonna feel that, and it's gonna make the process a lot harder. So definitely eating something is gonna be number one. Number two is setting a realistic weekly goal. So for me, for example, I'd like to get 4 new signups every single week. And let's just say that I get all signups, 4 of them in one day. I'm gonna be done for the week. I really try to not overachieve for the week if I already hit the weekly goal. And just achieving like smaller goals tends to usually be more effective, and it's also gonna avoid burnout. So number 2 really is just set realistic goals, and once you hit that outcome, stop at that point and reset until the next week. So really you can just work on week to week goals, and that accumulation of it will definitely, build up. Number 3 is don't take things personal. My number one thing with not taking things personal is I really try to give everybody I speak to the benefit of the doubt. So if somebody treats me bad, if somebody gives me some attitude, I really just have to bite my tongue because I know myself and I always want to explode. But once I sit down, I really just tell myself, hey, maybe that person's having a bad day. Hey, maybe somebody treated them poorly. Hey, maybe the next time that I go to that school, they might treat me better. So that kind of reaffirmation of not taking things too personal is going to be key when it comes to rejection. Because anybody who's done sales or advertising knows that it's a numbers game. You're gonna be constantly getting rejected, which gets you closer to a yes. Every single no gets you closer to a yes. And number 4 leads into that, which is it's a numbers game. When it comes to rejection, realistically, it's not just about being a numbers game. It's about being a numbers game and learning in those numbers, okay? Because a lot of people will just tell you, oh, if you're doing 50 sales calls, do 100 sales calls, you're gonna get better results. Well, not necessarily. It's not about just doing more. It's about learning from those 50 that you did and what you can do differently to do it better. So that's really the way that I look at it is. It's not just a numbers game. It's number 4, it's an improvement game. So take advantage of every single rejection and really understand why you are being rejected. The only way to really know why you're being rejected is by asking, okay? That's really it. When I go to these schools and I don't get a verbal no, I try to find a verbal no. I really want to figure out what is the reason that I'm getting negated or I'm not getting an answer. And if I already, spent my time going to a school, speaking to a principal, I don't want to just repeat the same actions, or I want them to tell me no so I can move forward. And it should be the same approach for any other kind of business transaction that you're trying to do. So that way both parties are not wasting each other's time. I'll question a principal if they tell me, oh, I'm going to get back to you. And I've already been to the school a few times and I've already spoken to them. I will tell them exactly that. Hey, I've been here several times. I've given you all my information. I've repeated it several times. I will ask, is it that you don't understand what it is that I'm trying to provide here? If they tell me that they do, then I add that up. Then what exactly is holding you back from starting this partnership today? I want to be able to further understand so that way I can really be prepared for the next time that we speak or not keep coming here and bothering you. Then that can lead them into feeling a little bit more personal and being able to tell me what the real reason is. Once I get the real reason, I can really break down what the rejection is. Without getting the real reason, I don't really know what I'm doing. And if I just keep doing more and more and more and more follow-up, but the follow-up is done exactly the same and it's not being effective, then we're wasting each other's times. So the most important part is learning in your numbers and repetitions. So those are my 4 things when having to deal with rejection. I'm not super excited. I'm literally getting to schools right now, but it's part of the process, and it's really how I've been able to be successful. Is I have to be consistent. Even on the days that I don't really want to show up, I get through it. I take my food with me. If you like this video, if I added any value, or if you had any thought, I'm brand new to YouTube, so every single like, every single comment, every single share definitely does help me. Make sure to check out some of the other videos that have been coming out. I appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful and blessed day.